Welcome to We Mean Business. I'm Steve Dorfman here with Toni Marchionte, and I've been excited about today's topic because I feel like it must be something that 99% of us deal with. Maybe we'll get a closer estimate of those numbers in a minute, but we're here with Gerhard Schwandt, and Gerhard's going to talk to us about effectiveness via efficiency, how to become the most efficient you. And I should say that his online post reads, Gerhard Schwandt is having fun improving the efficiency and so the survival and growth potential in the U.S. business world. I think that kind of says it all. He came to the U.S. in 1973 as an executive chef, later went on to achieving much more as a chef. We'll talk about that. And also sold for East Coast Promotions, broke every sales record there, and then later went on to buy the company and expand it. Today he's the CEO and president of Management Partners International, the efficiency experts. And I have seen his methodology. It is effective. It's actually fun, which is a bonus. And it works. Gerhard, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for inviting me.
It's our pleasure to have you. Listen, by your estimate, I just said, probably 99% of people deal with this ineffectiveness because of their lack of efficiency. But, by your estimates, what percentage of people do you feel struggle with efficiency?
I would say close to 95% of the people that I've worked with struggle with it. Every time I ask somebody, have you ever experienced this creeping feeling of anxiety and overwhelm when you looked at your workspace and I see their face change? I know they have.
Tell us how you went on, when you were an executive chef, and you went on to achieve a 5-star rating, the Michelin star. Tell us how efficiency is necessary to have achieved what you did. In 2 years, you achieved that.
Well, I achieved it in being in the United States for 2 years, but it takes a lot more than that. Through my apprenticeship time, working in one of the top 10 restaurants in West Germany at the time, that all plays into it. It's the experience that you get together, that you accumulate, that gets you to that kind of a rating. It's not just in 2 years you just go zip zip and you have it done. But you take all your experience and you apply it to the best of your knowledge. And you see how it keeps working better and better. Now, being or gaining that kind of a rating has a lot to do with preparation, thinking ahead, knowing what needs to happen. The French have a word for that. They call it mise en place. And if your mise en place is not done, then you are in trouble.
Now that translates to everything in its place, is that right?
Yeah. Everything in its place. Now, I was not necessarily a very nice chef to work for. I was very tough, and I think that played a role into that also.
I don't get the impression to be really...
No, I used to be not quite as relaxed as I am now. For me, it was this way. If you made one mistake, you got one warning, and then the second mistake, you were out. And that started in the storeroom, that the cans had to be the labels had to be upside down and facing the front. If they were facing to the side, well, you got a one-time warning.
Wow.
And that was it, because I had to know where everything was without even having to look. Yeah. You had to be able to be that quickly, and that's how I've worked my whole life, basically. I know where everything is. Yeah.
You talk about delegation when it comes to efficiency. Tell us about the power, the need, and the strategy for delegation.
Well, there's a lot of books out today about delegation, and I'm sorry to say, in my own opinion, most of them got it wrong, because they will tell you to delegate the things you don't like to do. And that's not necessarily a good thing at all. You delegate the things that you shouldn't be doing. But if there are things that you should be doing that you don't like to do, you still should be doing them.
Okay. Do you have an easy way to determine what you should be doing?
Yes. You look at what is your hat that you're wearing. What is the purpose of that hat? What are the functions that you have to actually do in order to get the results this hat is supposed to accomplish? Those are the actions that you should be doing. Right? If you look at morale in the workplace, anytime you just push off the things that you don't like to do, even though you should be doing it, well, how is the person that you push those things off to going to feel? They're not going to feel very happy either. So, I'm going to get this stuff that he doesn't want to do. all the bad stuff I have to do. You know, if I have to make the phone call to a client that is upset, I can't delegate that to somebody else. I have to do it.
Mm-hmm. Talk to us about distractions. Do you feel like there are more distractions today than ever before, and how do we deal with that?
The distractions that you have today, especially in the electronic age with the computers and so on, they're tremendous. You know, you look at the screen and there's this little window open up in the corner and this little bell ringing saying, there's another email. Yeah.
Is that what yours says?
No. No. That bell is turned off, then that screen doesn't come up. Because I have 3 times a day when I'm looking at my emails, and that's it. I don't look at it in between. And I just worked with somebody that even has, when somebody posts something on their Facebook, they have a little sign coming up. And when Twitter gets something posted, they have a little sign coming up. And I'm going, oh my God, how do you get work done with those distractions alone? But they're not the only distractions. You know, you have your cell phone, you have texting, you have your regular phone, and all
maybe
of
a TV
these,
on in the corner.
Yeah, and a TV on the corner, right? All of these things are not conducive to help you to be more focused. Mm-hmm. And that is what the secrets of efficiency is all about. It's how well can you focus on what you're doing.